already once, and then again today, it's been clarified that these idols are not the Virgin Mary. They're not biblical figures. In fact, maybe we should roll that, the Diane Montagna. Can we do that?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yes, absolutely.
This. I think I have it queued up. Let me remove these nice images here. So, yes, I have it. I love technology. All right, so this is Diane Montagna. She's at... This is Diane Montagna. She's at a Vatican presser, and she wants to know, are these Pachamamas, are they the Virgin Mary? What are they? And here it is from the press conference.
In the past few days, during the various ceremonies in the Vatican, also in the Basilica of St. Peter's and in the Synod Hall, there was a wooden statue of a female figure that is naked and pregnant. Last week...
So in case you can't hear, I don't know how well the sound's coming, Diane asks, there's a naked figure made of wood depicted as pregnant, and they want to know what it is. Here we go, continuing.
Here at the press, in the press of room, we heard about Dominican, and I didn't know what it was, in the sense that it can be the Virgin Mary on Mother Earth, so we don't know what is the right interpretation. There is...
So she says, is this Virgin Mary or Mother Earth?
Right.
She's tossing them a bone, saying, you know, you could just say it's the Virgin Mary and we could all just relax. She's tossing them a bone.
Yep.
But here's what happens. Here we go.
A text about the artist that would allow us to understand what how this statue should be interpreted.
It's funny to watch these guys fumble with their answer.
I know. Here it comes.
Concerning the statue, there was a ceremony in the Vatican Gardens. I interviewed an indigenous leader who looked at the video of the ceremony, and he was saying that it was pagan. There is an authoritative text by the Vatican or Repam about this, so that we can solve the issue of what has happened in the Vatican Gardens. The Holy See is the common home of baptized Catholics, and many feel they have the right to know what this statue is.
That's a very good point.
I love how she said we have a right to know what's going on here.
Correct. And this is the Vatican. And she says this is the common home of all the baptized Catholic, heathenry, the unbaptized, and those who are baptized. And so the baptized have a right to know what is going on in their common home. This is the Vatican. Here we go.
Yep.
And so the nature and the detail of the ceremony that has taken place in the Vatican Gardens. Thank you. Some of things in history can be interpreted in different ways. Also within churches, you can find consecrated churches that contain things that come from the past. I think that quite simple.
In churches, we can find things that contain things from the past. Yeah, let me give you some options like relics, icons, sacred statues, sacred art, altars.
I mean, how stupid do these people think we are?
They think we're idiots. They think we're idiots. They think they're going to trick us. Here we go.
There is a statue that represented life, and that's it. Looking for pagan symbols in it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we need to remember that Venus was a goddess of life. Sybil, Demeter, all of these ancient female goddesses.
They make it sound like we're having to grasp for, or we're like, what's the right way to say it? Like, anxiously trying to infuse pagan meaning into something that's clearly not. I mean, this is paganism, folks. This is obvious. If you asked any just non-Catholic, even non-believer off the street, show them footage of the Vatican Garden ceremony and ask them, do you think that was a Catholic ceremony or a pagan ceremony? You should do a poll on that on Twitter. I mean, it's obvious.
Obvious, yeah. All right,
it's obvious.
I'm gonna push play to this guy's. Yes. This guy's on a roll.
Is seeing evil where there is no evil. This is my personal opinion as Paolo Ruffini, and not as a prefect or as president of the commission. But if this is interesting, if you are interested, of course, I can get more specific information concerning who the artist was, what this statue represented, and I can let you know and let everybody know.
Yeah,
I
that'd
can
be nice
almost
because y'all are
guarantee you.
shoving it in our face
Yep,
nonstop.
yep,
Every
and they're
single
trying to make
photo
it
op, every single press conference, images with the Pope have this silly idol in it. So yeah, we want
exactly
details.
right.
What's the point
Yeah,
of
so
this entire presser?
stop pretending that this is not a central figure of this synod sham. It
Oh yeah,
is.
the
She's
shamazon.
everywhere. She's everywhere. She was as you probably saw, she was carried in procession in that little canoe thing
Yes,
in St. Peter's Basilica.
and the canoe says
And she's
Francis on it.
right. Yeah, going downstream.
All right.
But seriously, I mean, they have this canoe and one of the two idols present during every working session in the Synod Hall where the bishops gather. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So stop pretending, Dr. Ruffini, that this is not a central image or symbol of this entire circus.
Yes.
Something more about it. It represented life. I've seen it. This is how I interpreted this. I was there, and this is how I interpreted it. It represented life, life when it becomes life through a woman, and that's it. So at the moment, I cannot add anything else, but of course we can give you more information. Also, leave.
Yeah, please get us more information. That was such a lame punt right there.
Unless they keep getting pressed with questions, they're not going to get back. He's not going to keep his word on that.
No.
They just want this to go away. They do and they don't. They basically, they don't want it to go away. They want us to just blindly accept it as legitimate.
They want to throw
That's what
it.
they want.
They are constantly throwing it in our faces.
Yes.
It's in all the pictures coming out. They're not trying to hide it. So the first thing was, well, when this happened in the Vatican Guards, Pope Francis was very upset. He put down his remarks and he wouldn't say anything. He just prayed the Our Father and then he left. No, he didn't. He blessed the people. He welcomed them. He
even received the little black ring on his finger.
He received the Liberation Theology black ring. He and then the idols continue to appear all over. They even bring them in, like you said, in the boat into St. Peter's, right in front of the tomb of St. Peter.
And I've even seen images of the bishop, on October 8th, I believe, is when that morning prayer service happened in St. Peter's Basilica, and the idol boat thing was carried out in procession by indigenous people. I have also seen photos on social media of bishops
Correct.
carrying the boat with Pachamama in procession into the Synod Hall for their daily working sessions. It's crazy.
Yep.
It's
in our
crazy.
face. So this is not the Blessed Virgin Mary. It is not Saint Elizabeth. It is not a saint. It is not a biblical character. It is an image created by non-baptized people to signify this Amazon Synod, which is now being called officially the Shamazon Synod. The sham.
Yes.
It's fake.
Yes.
It's pantheism. It's idolatry. It's paganism. It must be stopped. Now is the time. Be the Maccabee. We need Maccabees.